Yo, there's no audio.
Don't lie.
There's no audio.
Oh, I just realized I'm on headset. That's why you guys can't hear me. But if I wasn't, yeah, if I wasn't on a headset, you guys would be able to hear this memorable video. Um, I told Loftus-Cheek don't give up, and unfortunately, we're hearing that he is set to move to AC Milan. People, talks have started. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, if you guys know this, old school video when I told him not to give up. Um, yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame, One of our academy players for us looks like he's going. What's your initial take on that?
No, I mean, I am really happy that this is happening. Big up Srinath, big up Wayne. I'm really happy that this is happening because he deserves minutes. He's had a rough patch, and it sucks because I keep saying the same thing again and again and again, bro. The most talented players before Mason Mount and Reece James sort of joined our team. Our most talented Cobham boys were Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Callum Hudson-Odoi. They were the shining stars, future stars. And guess what happens to both of them? Both of them get the worst injury possible.
Mm.
And that hindered both of them, unfortunately. And you know what? Ruben played his role this season. Um, right wing back whenever he could. And he has had his moments where he was like, just you can see glimpses. But unfortunately, I think he makes like 150K as well. He needs to move on. He needs minutes. And I think he'll be a really good signing for AC Milan. It'll be benefit to everyone, all three parties involved. AC Milan, it'll be a benefit to Chelsea as well, and even himself. He deserves it, like his move to Italy.
Do you think Tomori had a part in this?
Oh yeah, it's sorry I'm eating, but it's one of those things where Reece James, or should I say Tammy Abraham, confirmed, I think 2 3 days ago, how Reece James is the one telling him to come back. So all of them do talk, right? The common boys do talk, and I can definitely see Ruben telling him like, I mean not Ruben. I can definitely see Fikayo and everyone else going like, hey, just come out here. It's like really good, and even like other players like Sancho and other players who went abroad, they definitely did say like, hey, you know what, like you should move abroad because it can benefit you like crazy. Like look at Jude Bellingham as well, right? Obviously, you got the exceptional players who have like moved and it hasn't worked, like Callum Hudson-Odoi, but Ruben, I think, definitely has it in him to succeed at AC. I think AC Milan is a perfect club for him.
Yeah, everyone tuned in, man. Like the video as always. Late night stream. Myself, Feroz, coming to you guys live. We want to,
Yes.
try stream every day, every other day if possible. There's going to be a lot of Chelsea outgoings. This
Mhm.
is the first real news that we've had in terms of, sorry, wrong screen. In terms of an outgoing people, Chelsea are close to their first sell.
Come on,
AC
man.
Milan are in advanced talks to sign Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Come on, man.
That's it's a shame that he's the first one though. I didn't think he
I'm
would be the first
I'm
one.
really happy with this news, bro. I'm really happy.
Really?
I, yeah, because it's not like this is the Adoy we know like before his injury. And I mean, I'm sad because of what happened to him and Hudson. I feel like both him and Adoy would have been so good, but all the academy boys, whether it's McEachran, Kakuta, all these guys, it was okay. To Kakuta, injuries was not the reason, but Charlie Musunda and everyone else who struggles, 99% is because of injury. Like if they don't make it at the club, it's always an injury that affects it, and that's one concern with Reese. But that's a whole different discussion. Um, I think he'll do well. He deserves minutes, and he's just not good enough to be a Chelsea starter right now for obvious reasons.
Do you think he'd be a good? Oh yeah, by the way, big up Jose. Um, for that final. Um, don't you think he'll be a good squad depth player?
Not for someone. that doesn't want to play that role.
Yeah, yeah, true, true, true. By the way, there was a game happening right now. I think Peterborough and Sheffield Wednesday. It was 5-1. Went to penalties.
Whoa.
Can someone tell me who won on penalties? Sheffield Wednesday came back 4-0 and made it 4-4. Anyone know? Comments? Come on, ruin it. I hope Sheffield Wednesday won because of this comeback they done tonight. It's historic, like Troy Deeney, those days for Watford. Uh,
Oh.
it's going to be a memorable one. Whoever watched that one for sure, I missed out on it. So hopefully they won. Yes, yes they won. Yes they won on penalties. Get in. That is what I'm talking about, man. That's a memorable throwback. But yeah, as we can see on the screen, people, Ace Milan on concrete talks to sign Ruben Loftus-Cheek. His priority target to rebuild the midfield. Loftus-Cheek keen on the move. See, that's the big difference as well. The player is keen
I think
on.
even Giroud must have really tried to convince him as well.
Yeah, a lot of Chelsea connections around that for sure. I just didn't expect it to be this early, personally, with Loftus-Cheek.
It's crazy how all these Chelsea strikers have like gone to AC Milan recently.
What do you mean?
Like you have Giroud who went, we have Torres who ended up playing at AC Milan for a bit, and then we also had people do not remember Fabio Borini.
Bakayoko. Oh,
Fabio Borini as well went there, played as a striker. Um,
yeah.
oh, Unlimited Dreamer, big up.
Oh, Unlimited Dreamer, welcome back, man. We'll
Wow,
bring you on. We'll bring you on shortly.
he's bigging you up and not me. Damn,
Yeah,
damn,
that's the norm.
that's life, bro. I'm a one season wonder.
Look, I didn't say that in there. I'm just here keeping it real. I appreciate for 17. We had news on Mason Mount, by the way. I don't know if you saw it. Did you see it?
Nope.
And he got
Oh, is
Rory,
that
by the way.
Rory? Is that yeah? That's Rory. Okay,
Yeah.
big up Rory.
Breaking
Rory, man,
news.
Rory, you gotta unblock me, bro.
Wait, why did he block you?
Should I actually say the reason or no?
Yeah, let's see the reason, please. The
All
real
right,
reason. The
everyone,
real
everyone.
answer.
Rory and I, by the way, I respect Rory a lot. Like him and I used to work on a few things together like 10 years ago. Still respect him. So then when Eden Hazard went to Real Madrid, Rory came out and said that he's really disappointed in Hazard, but he was nowhere close to Gianfranco Zola, nowhere close to him. Okay, this is what Rory said. So I replied to this by him saying in a video, in my video, him telling Sophie in my video, I don't think I've ever seen a player talented more than Eden Hazard. Even Zola, he was more talented than Zola. So I'm like, bro, what's this about? And then he blocked me immediately. And it sucks because when he had the birth of his child and all, like I was really chill with him, but it is what it is, bro. I'm sure if I see him in person, like we'll just like laugh it off, but it's funny how that happened. But going back to the topic about was it Mason Mount? Was it Mason Mount?
Yeah, it was. That's a very good story, by the way. I enjoyed that one. Um,
Oh yeah, this is known.
no, no, no. This wasn't known because a lot of people were doubting the other tiers of
Yeah,
reports
no,
coming saying that thing.
bro.
Now we're seeing from it.
Even Gallagher, he wants to keep, bro.
Huh?
He wants to keep Gallagher too, Pochettino.
You're joking.
I swear, I'm not joking. And you know what, man? Let me tell you something about Gallagher. Should he start for Chelsea? No, he should not start for us. But if you talk about effort is not enough. Don't get me wrong. Otherwise, you can have me and you play for the club, right? Like we're gonna give everything. That's not how football works. But if you talk about effort in the entire team, the one player who has given it his all, like the last like 3-4 months, garbage months, has been Gallagher, bro.
But is it enough? That's the
No, that's
question.
the thing as a squad player to fill in that role because realistically, the only club that offered like 30-40 million were Everton, and he was not interested to go there and get relegated. If another club comes and he's open to it, sure, but I feel like Pochettino is just there to like observe everyone, give everyone a chance, and it's one of those weird.
Yeah, but moments like this is the time where you let these players go and start again properly. You know, we're just gonna keep going in circles at this rate.
Yeah, but you never know, bro. I feel like Gallagher is a good squad player. He's not a bad player at all, man. He's not a bad
No, he's
player,
very energetic. He gives 100%.
especially if
But so
Ruben
does Mount.
leaves. If Ruben leaves, and like with Kante and like having his injury problems, and then obviously Kovacic most likely leaving too. We can't lose Kovacic, Gallagher, Ruben. Like I'm sure more midfielders are going to come in, but someone pointed out something. For Chelsea, it's going to be like every time we lose like two, three players, one player is going to come in. So it's going to be like 3 for 1.
Mm. But we have to go through that. We've got too many
Yeah,
players
like
before
look,
we go through.
Ziyech, Pulisic, Adoy, and then you're going to have Nkuku come in, right? Like it's going to be one of those things. Big up Unlimited Dreamer again.
This guy's donating peas.
See,
Unlimited
Unlimited
funds.
Dreamer. I got to say something, bro. Sindra, big up you. Unlimited Dreamer, bro. For the first donation, I respect you. You're like big up Sadiq. Second donation, you could have just mentioned something, bro. You didn't have to leave it blank. You could have just mentioned.
Oh, £1, you can't write anything. You can't write
Oh,
anything.
okay, all right, fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah,
My
I think
mistake.
he probably done it as a mistake probably.
If I was him, I would donate 2 more and go like big up for Rose. Nah, I'm playing. We
He's
appreciate
actually not
you,
joking.
Sindre.
Uh,
Appreciate you, everyone.
we got Syndrome Man, we got Serena, we got Unlimited Dreamer, we got NS Sports. NS Sports, welcome
NS
back.
Sports. I'm a
I
big
just
fan
want
of
to
NS
say,
Sports, bro.
I just want to say one thing to NS Sports very quickly, publicly. Um, I know a lot of people were trying to bully you on the timeline yesterday night. Please ignore it. They're just people behind the screens. Don't take it serious. Just block them. That's my advice to you, bro. Just block these guys. You don't need them. Um, check Twitter. Okay, thank you. Um, there's news as well, by the way, about Chelsea's priority next month in June is to sell and offload players. We're not really expecting anyone to sign for us, by the way.
Sorry, what did you say? I apologize. Timmy, can you repeat what you said? Something about
Chelsea's
signing?
priority next month just to sell. No buy-ins. Just
Yeah, of
pure
course.
sell.
Of course. I feel like this is what I think the most logical thing. Oh, Unlimited Dreamer, big up you. You're a legend. You are a legend. And Trinidad, big up you as well. Wow, all these donations, we really appreciate it. Big up Sadiq and Feroz, all the chats. Wait, why did you remove
Oh,
it? Um, I have donated for player swap for with RLC, Phoenix, Ruben Rising. I just wish he didn't get injured. Exactly. If he did not get
What's
injured,
Phoenix? What's Phoenix?
I don't know why he said Phoenix, Ruben Rising.
Must be describing him.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, Karen, where
But
were you?
either way, I feel like the most logical answer for this is Ruben Loftus-Cheek um, needs to go because we need to sell players and he wants to go, so it makes sense. And then all these other players, it's like, okay, Pochettino has an idea. We need a midfielder, we need a striker, and potentially a goalkeeper. Now, those three, the names have probably been given to the board or whatever, just so they can collaborate and get these targets. But until then, we're like, no, we got to make these sales happen. And because we know a lot of clubs are going to take advantage of this. They're going to be like, no, we won't pay 50 million for Pulisic. We're going to pay 30 because they know we're going to be desperate to sell.
Yeah.
So we got to prioritize that, and then once that's done, get the players in. It's going to be good to get all these things like done as soon as possible. So I'm not complaining one bit.
So you was talking about what? 10 players? Did you say?
Yeah, probably 12 players.
I mean, obviously not in June, but we expect a couple of them definitely to
I
leave in
think it's
June.
going to be 11, 12, bro. I really think this summer is going to be they're going to be like 4 or 5 players coming in and like 12 going out. By
If you include it,
but here's the
if you
thing,
include
people.
loan players
But
leaving, then
here's
yeah,
the thing, people are forgetting about like Andre Santos, right? People are forgetting about those players as well that haven't like played yet, right? Even Gusto hasn't like joined, but he's signed for us, right? It's like he
mm,
hasn't joined the squad yet. because he went back out on loan and he got injured and all. But those two additions are going to be like two players joining us, right? So you got to put all that into consideration.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense.
But you know, at
So
one point, Loftus-Cheek looked exactly like Neymar.
when
Go on Twitter, search, okay, type like my username and type RLC Neymar or something. It should pop up. I swear this tweet will be from like 10 years ago, bro. Hold on, one sec. Let me find it quickly.
share it, you can share it on your screen. You know how to share nowadays. Should we bring the whole gang on? Seraph, Unlimited, Sindre. Should we bring on the whole gang?
Oh,
Who
I
wants to
found it.
join today?
I found it.
Let's see. Share it to me on Twitter.
Bro, he looks exactly like Neymar in this.
Let me see.
Right. Wait, my
Yo, Seraph, stop donating, Seraph, man.
wow, I
Seraph,
did, bro. Here you
you,
go. I posted this around 9 years ago, bro. Oh my days.
where?
I
Where?
tweeted. I sent it to you.
Let
I
me see.
posted it 9 years ago. Unlimited Dreamer, big up, legend. Good to have you,
Thank you.
But I'm trying to share the link to everyone and show this on the screen. And
bro. In this, he looks like
oh shit!
me.
Oh
Yo,
shit!
this is so old. I remember this, bro. Nine years ago, man. Oh my days.
Oh my god, he actually does.
See,
I did
yo,
not. I
people
did not
people
know
think
you
I
looked like
joke
that.
when I say these things. You know, it's crazy.
Yo, I'm trying to invite everyone. Sorry, bear with me. Big up sorry, big up Unlimited and Syndrome, man.
Yeah, I've been trying everything just to get like it's not this one, but I showed you the image and it's been something like of this, but so far no dice.
Unlimited Dreamer, man. One of your favorite players, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, is leaving, my friend.
That's your favorite player,
That is my favorite player. Well, it's
not
actually Matt
mine.
Bulls. It's Matt Bulls. Matt Bulls.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's gonna be sad because I think him or Aspi is our longest serving player at the
Mm.
moment.
Well, technically, Ruben went on a bunch of loans. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Hey
But
guys, you lot, Serena for NS Sports Wayne, you lot all DM me, man, because
yeah.
basically Unlimited Dreamer DM me, Syndra DM me, and I was able to send it to them directly. My
Yeah.
Twitter's going mad right now.
Uh, and like he's a good utility player. He can play a lot of positions, and but if he wants to leave and we get the right amount for him, and yeah, we need to rebuild our midfield, then I think it's the right thing to do. We have Andre Santos coming in. I don't know if Lewis Hall is going to move into midfield or if he's going to continue playing left back.
Are
But
you talking about Neymar? Is that right?
yeah, I'm talking about Neymar who plays mid, who's a utility player, right?
No, you said left wing and left mid, and my brain, and obviously I'm
No,
injured
no,
there.
I was talking about Lewis Hall because Lewis Hall has been playing out at left back in recent time, but
Well,
he is a midfielder technically.
he's a centre midfielder, really. That's what I've heard, anyway.
Yeah, but some on the panel here or the team doesn't want Lewis Hall to
Who?
play. I'm not gonna name them if they see this and they know who they are.
We want names, man.
Basically, don't need to give them any clout.
Yeah, but like, of course, I understand that because he's young, he will do mistakes, and therefore it's less injury. It's you can have more mistakes in a left back position than you can in the center of the midfield, and I think and that's why someone on the not on the panel here, but someone in the team wants Luis Hall to play more as a left back, but if he gets the time and to develop in that central field, I think he can do a job there. But we're talking about the Ruben. Thanks for services if he's leaving.
Yeah, no,
I feel like AC Milan is the only club, that likes to say, "Oh, Chelsea players. Oh, we'll take that one. We'll take this one. We'll take that one. We'll take this one."
Nippen, it's not going to be another Tomori because Tomori is. We sold Tomori when he was 22, 23. Ruben is turning 27, 28. So, of course, he can turn out to be good in Milan and be good for them, but he's never going to really elevate his game to such a level that he is one of the best midfielders in the world.
I agree with that. Because let's be honest here.
Like Serie A top assister or something, or
Yeah, if it's the Serie A top assister, so be it. It doesn't mean he's going to be one of the best midfielders in the world. Like, look at Lukaku. Lukaku was Serie A's top goal scorer. What happened to him? He's a waste of space at Inter Milan. Doesn't even start for them.
Hey.
What did we score the Champions League winner?
Exactly.
Well, nip it.
Well,
would he still be a waste of space then?
wait. Well, is Havertz such a great player? Okay, of course he's struggling and he can do better, but he's only 23. But look at all the players who have scored, like that have contributed to the final. Not every one of them has been a world beater and has become the greatest player or some of the greatest players ever. So if Ruben goes out and has a wonderful time at AC Milan and does really well, good for him. He's never going to be like a Kevin De Bruyne, because when Kevin De Bruyne left, he was like 21, 22.
Did I at any point? Sorry, Sindre. Did I at any point say he would be anywhere near the levels of Kevin De Bruyne?
No, I'm saying because they're saying he's going to be another Tomori. Tomori left at a young age. Loftus-Cheek is leaving as a player who's arguably now going to go into his best years, or has it been positive because he's been a utility player. He's not been a starter. He's been a backup player, and he's arguably probably going to be that at AC Milan as well, because they have Benacer, they have that Kokic as well in that CDM position. They probably want to buy Brahim Diaz.
Them playing.
Guys, listen. I want to big up everyone that's tuned in. Saranath, Nippon, Sindre, Unlimited. Let me introduce you guys properly. You know, this is a professional show. We're not here to talk over each other. I just want to say thank you for coming on. Big up my co-host today as well, Furrow 17. I just want to make it very clear, me and Furrows are doing a show every night or every other night where me and him will start the streams for sure. We are open to the panel, but I just want to make it very clear that me and him will be doing streams as a duo initially. So if you think I'm ignoring you, please don't think I'm ignoring you, because I think Wayne thinks I'm ignoring him, but it's not intentional like that. I just want to make it very, very clear to everyone in the panel. Much appreciated. But let's hear Sarana's thoughts on RRC as well, please.
Man, am I heartbroken. Sadiq, I mean, of all people, Sadiq knows every team which we pick. I send at least a $3 donation just to swap in RLC.
Yeah, you do actually. I just noticed. You actually do.
Man, I'm gonna miss that. Trust me, he was a different beast before the injury. He was a different beast. Like,
I'll admit,
he was on route to be a starting 11 before the injury.
100%.
Yeah.
Now, I just wish him all the best. Wish him great success in his new club, and I would still be a fan of him, though I wouldn't be a fan of Milan. I would still be a fan of him. Kudos to RLC.
Yeah.
Nice
Along
message.
kudos to Ruben, who's been with us for so long. He showed it the love and dedication to our club, and he's not actually bitched about us once at all. He's just obviously, he was getting paid with good money, but I think he was actually trying his best for the club because he came from the academy. He wanted to try and be successful. It just didn't cut out. And I wish him the best of luck at AC Milan. And I feel like in Serie A, it's going to be more cut out for him.
Exactly.
Yeah, I completely agree. And kudos to him for also being such a like not complaining about playing so many positions. Like I said, he was a utility and he was really versatile. He played center back. He played right wing back. I think he played at some point right back, left mid, right mid, center mid, CDM, offensive midfielder.
Striker as well.
Yeah,
And right
Striker.
wing.
Do you remember Mourinho?
And I think maybe 1 or 2 games right wing.
Yeah, so he has been almost.
Has he ever played in goal? Has he ever played in goal?
No,
Not yet. Not yet.
So he's almost played every single position for Chelsea, and I agree with what Siranath said about him being going on to be to be a starting player under Marcus Sarri if it wasn't for that horrible injury in a friendly. That's the sour part of it. It was a friendly game, so that's what's worse with it. And I think if Loftus-Cheek would have stayed fit, and maybe Sarri would have stayed longer, if I know the fans wasn't really happy with him, but he played some entertaining football, and he got the best out of Eden Hazard, Giroud, Loftus-Cheek, Callum Hudson-Odoi. Don't forget that he was actually frightening, and we weren't complaining about him at 17 years old in the Europa League.
Yeah, what was you doing at 17?
Well, that's 3 years ago. So I was in school. he was playing Thursday night football when I was in school. But don't forget, I think he's 2 years older than me. So
Sindre is playing Saturday night football.
Yep.
I'm not playing football at all. He's 3 years young. He's 3 years older.
3 years
than
older.
Yeah.
Let's talk about a hot topic, people. I've always said in my last couple of streams that Poch wants Mason Mount. A lot of people had doubted it because of the reports and who it was coming from. But today we had Fabrizio Romano saying and echoing the same thing, that Poch does want that Mount type of player. He's interested in Conor Gallagher. So, we need this. I understand as a squad depth player, but no way as a first team starter.
Well, I'm not in for it, but this is the thing where I'm going to back him a bit in a way. He could improve Gallagher. Let's be honest. No, don't shake your head yet.
Oh
Let me just
my
say.
days.
Now, I'm not backing Gallagher. I am just saying, with the record, what Poch has done, he could probably change Gallagher. Gallagher's got the energy, but let's just be honest here. I feel like he can improve him. If he improves Gallagher, that's good for us then. That's a beneficial thing.
Because
in preseason.
The worry about that is our match day going fans will hype him up into oblivion, and then.
No, I understand. I
Yes,
understand. Yes, this is the thing. This is
what
the
I
thing.
worry about Conor Gallagher.
This is the thing.
Let another dreamer speak.
Yeah, but this is the thing. I'm not hyping him up. I am just saying about Poch. He could improve him, but if he doesn't, we could still sell him. He could be profit.
He's always going to be profit.
Yeah, he's still going to be profit to us because a lot of other clubs still would want him. But let's give Poch some time with preseason with Gallagher, and let's see if he can get him into a different tune. This is the thing. A fresh start, new manager. Let's give the players some chances. The young ones, at least. The players who've got experience, they need to freaking step up.
Out the door.
So what about the garage sale then?
Well, that's gonna be a fun one. Like, there's a lot of players on that list of players to sell. So
both the goalkeepers, I think they're gonna leave personally.
We need to sell both goalkeepers, buy 1 or 2 goalkeepers. I propose say 1, and then have Slonina's backup. Aspi needs to be gone. I would say give either if Pochettino doesn't like Koulibaly, sell him or give him another year to see what he can do. Of course, Koulibaly is now 30, turning 31, I think, or turning 32. So yeah, Thiago Silva are gonna stay. So he's good. Like we have Cole, Fofana, and Balashile, all gonna be keeping. Reece James and Gusto keeping. Same with Chilwell. Kukurea, I don't honestly really know, because I think, of course, his first year hasn't been good, but you can't. In my opinion, you can't really judge a player out after one season. You should at least judge him after two, because now he have a new manager who's going to play a new system. I don't know if that's going to benefit him, but don't forget Danny Rose and like Ben Davies. They are the best left backs. But when they played for Pochettino at Tottenham, they were decent at best. Like, of course, we want better than decent, but they weren't awful, and they were performing on a consistent level. So if he can do that with both Chilwell and Kukurea, that's good. Like, I don't want to go through the whole team because I don't want to talk the entire time.
Are you sure?
Guys, sorry. When we were talking about the garage sale, I just kind of... Here's a shocking thing. Do you guys know that we had Bakayoko and Baba Rahman still in our team as part of low?
Yes.
Yeah, Feroz was a big fan of them. He actually collabed with these two players when they first joined. Yeah, it's a shame. It kind of highlights his career.
It's still shocking that we still have those two players in our
Why? Why is it shocking?
They're both crap. They should have been gone a long time ago.
Exactly my point.
You know what's the most frustrating thing about Bakayoko? The fact that from the Monaco team, there was Bernardo Silva, there was Kylian Mbappe,
Fabinho.
you know? And then we ended up getting Bakayoko.
Yeah, but Bakayoko wasn't shit that time.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like we ended up getting like out of the rest, we got that person, right?
Sorry, you go.
I would say arguably from that Monaco team, like we had the worst signing of them in terms of performances, and then there were Thomas Lemar for Atletico, who wasn't performing when he first came in to the level. Of course,
even Mendy for City, like obviously with what's happening behind this, like not on the pitch, but
off the pitch stuff. But I think on the pitch he was decent. He was better than what he has better performances than what Bakayoko had.
Oh yeah, before his injury. Yeah.
Yeah, but he was also more expensive, to be honest. Both him and Lemar were more expensive. Bakayoko was the cheapest sale they had, but we could have also signed Fabinho. Don't forget that. We could have gone for Fabinho instead of Bakayoko. So of course, there was such a talented squad, and of course, it's sad in one point of football to look at that it's such a great team who were the first team to win a league earned title after the PSG dominancy, and they got to Champions League semi-final, and they only got 1 year of it. That's the sad part about football. That after that 1 year, like that, the entire team was demolished. Falcao gone, Fabinho gone, Lemar gone, Bakayoko gone, Mbappe gone. Like then their entire team was gone.
Yeah,
I feel like they went for more of like, all right, all these guys are doing real well. Let's just profit on them because they go down.
Of course, but to sell so many players, it's kind of crazy, especially first team players.
Yeah, I'm surprised they sold Mbappe. Obviously, PSG wanted him. I'm surprised they sold him to them because
this has to be fake news. I'm sorry, Unlimited. I'm sorry. This has to be fake news.
Oh no! What? No, we're keeping him.
This has to be fake news.
That's got to be fake. Who's your source, Irishman? Who's your source with that?
That has to be fake, like the guy at the bottom of the screen. That has to be fake.
Nice.
We got Wayne, man. We got Wayne.
Hey, Wayne.
Hey guys. One, it's good to see you, Fries, even though you're still the forward master, no matter what. But,
jeez.
That was quick.
But no, I'm listening to you guys, and it makes me laugh because you're all talking about who's going to go and about Gallagher and all that. You guys are going to be shocked. I think I tell you now, the players who's going to go is going to shock because there's players we know is going, but I think there's going to be some surprises as well in that. I think Mount, will go. Fortunately, I think his time's gone, and I think as well as Koulibaly could be going. I think he's going to be out the door soon, and I think some others as well. So I think it's going to be interesting. I think, but I'll be honest with you, there's only one Chelsea team that's doing well at the moment. It's not the men's.
It's the women's.
The
women's.
Yeah.
And if there's, I hope the guy panel and I hope everyone in the chat are supporting the ladies because they're holding up well for us, and the yeah. Oh, you can put me on big screen. That's great, isn't it? Fucking look at me.
Perfect timing, man. Carry on with
We got Wayne, man. We got
yeah,
Wayne.
big win.
I got but no, I can't wait. I'm yeah, it's good. I truly think we're going to be some shocks and surprises in the men's.
Yeah.
One thing I want to ask is actually a question with Rose.
Yeah.
Actually, this is a question for Rose. I want him to answer if it's possible.
Yeah.
Now, you've got your inside information, shall we call it, with the people you know. Now, what is your information coming across with players at Chelsea mentality behind the scenes with what's going on with the ownership, the change of managers, the style of play, all that? What is the attitude behind the scenes with the players? What you know of?
It's weird because when it comes to direct communication with the players, like 3-4 players in the squad, I do not talk to them about these sort of things. However, the agents and other companies and stuff that represent them, when I'm discussing things with them, they sort of subtly say, oh, like this player's not happy, or there's just too many chaotic things going on. But regarding like actual players, we never talk about anything like out of the ordinary. Obviously when like I get information, things like how Lukaku is potentially coming back and stuff, that's from like the team close to him and stuff, but they never give me reasons and goes into specifics. What I do know is, like, for instance, when Lukaku did that ridiculous interview, which I don't think anyone can still believe he did that, everyone lost it, and everyone was talking behind the scenes in terms of like what is wrong with someone who has such a high IQ, because he does have a high IQ. Not a lot of people know that, but for him to do that was like the worst thing in the world. But regarding the overall, I feel like the overall mood in the camp, it's obviously not the greatest, because look at the league position, and a lot of players were close with Tuchel. So that and a lot of other scenes going on, it's just an accumulation of this is why it's just like a bit of a messy situation, which is why like a lot of agents and stuff, they are not happy with the new owners as well. But I feel like eventually things will resolve, and I think this is including myself. We all have been really unfair in terms of like how the club have gone about their ways, especially the owners, but the intentions are good, That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like if the club did not spend, you'd be like, what is going on? Now Newcastle, on the other hand, they got Eddie Howe, they got the appointment perfect, the transfers were perfect, and the fact that it just worked out, I feel like a lot of people, including myself, thought Graham Potter was gonna be like Eddie Howe, right? And that totally like backfired, and unfortunately, like we're in a pretty big mess. But I feel like, as you said, players like Havertz, Mount, maybe Cucurella and all these other players that even just joined might leave, and it wouldn't be like too surprising just because of like this mess of a season. The fact that like I know we were joking, but the fact that the topic of relegation came is just the most bizarre thing in the world for a club like Chelsea. You know,
Yeah.
it's just been
So,
weird. Go on.
so I have this one question in my mind. Whenever I hear agents and families of players, I remember this interview of I think John Terry, wherein he described that when he was a squad, I mean, that under 18, the academy player, they were expected to clean the boots of the first starting 11, like the team players. They used to do that. They used to do all the hard work, the menial work. And he used to say, now these players who are coming in through the academy and all, they have all these technology and all the things. They don't know what it was like to be a first team player. Like for players like John Terry and Lampard, first team was like the end goal. It wasn't like, if I don't get it in this team, I can go to another team and get it. I just want your perspective, like how much the agents and families of the players have kind of influenced, or is it like a good or a bad thing that has progressed in this game?
See, okay, like
Just before you answer, it, in terms of what Serena was talking about, this is the image.
oh yeah,
How it was. JT post a picture, carrying everything. This is how it was, people. By the way,
Yeah.
the greatest
Uh,
Chelsea talent.
yeah.
Is
Wait,
that
let
Feroz?
let Ferris land quickly. What? Well,
no,
Mhm.
I was gonna say, like that question you just asked, but it's not just about football. That's just about life, right? Like everything is just so different now. All the methods are different. Don't get me wrong. For me, JT, Lampard, all these players, the way they just came about, like Chelsea and stuff, especially like JT, right? Cleaning the boots and really grinding that part out to make it at the club and being like harshly treated and getting like that thick skin, which is why Lampard talked about this as well, right? When he criticized Pogba, and when he met up with him publicly, it was just weird. And he's like, you have to really like watch out how you carry yourself, how you speak with people because of social media. Everything is just different now, right?
Mhm.
The coaching methods are different, which is why like Mourinho, as much as I love him, congratulations to him for making it to the final. But like people were saying, his methods are outdated right now, right? Just because of how things, evolve in this world. So in terms of that, I'm not going to agree with you because even mental health is a big thing, right? People before would not talk about certain things. Now people are much more vocal and open about that. So I don't agree with that method just because of like, I guess like the past few seasons, how different teams play, how different characters are there. So it's a total different thing. But obviously, it's good to have leaders like JT and all these other players, right? That'd be nice to have.
Got it. I mean, I'm not asking like, no, I wanted to say that all these hard work, the baptism of fire, I just want to know like how much of an influence the agents and families are playing. Because right
Oh,
now, let's take for example today's game,
yeah.
the injury, everything, you can come out of the blade and come out of an injury within say 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Whereas back in the days, it will take 2 months. I agree on all of those, but I
Mhm.
just wanted to know: are we giving it in a silver platter? Has the game become towards that, or are we still looking at that game of grit and intense?
I feel like it's a combination of both, but it's much more. I feel like they're much more lenient now. And as to like the agents, are you talking about like how? Can you can you specify what you mean by the whole agents thing?
I mean, for example, Pogba moving to Juventus, like
Yeah, yeah,
he was like, I want to move out, and his agent was talking, doing more of the talk,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
not
Okay.
him. His agent was doing
Yeah,
the
yeah,
talk.
yeah, yeah. Mino Raiola, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah,
May rest
and
in peace.
Yeah.
Jorge Mendes as well. Jorge
Oh
Mendes
yeah.
represents all the elite players, and he knows how to get the contract. So if the player is not given enough minutes,
Yeah.
he's not allowing the player to fight his way through. Rather, he's like, okay, I'll find you another club. That's where I see it. I mean, I don't know if I am the only one saying that there is a disconnect over
No,
here.
no, no, no. I see where Sadiq knows about this, the whole agents thing now, because
Yeah.
I'm actually I'm taking my exam in September for that. But the thing with straight up, like to be an agent, you have to be one of the worst human possibles. You have to look at the client's interest, and that sort of sucks to separate like that from the club. So when you see it from like that point of view, right? That's the whole situation with Pogba, Rudiger as well. But Rudiger's situation will be out in the public, I think, in November. One of my friends is the one who is not representing him, but is his consultant, and he said a lot of things happened behind the scenes with even Boli and stuff because it wasn't just the sanctions.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
by the
yeah,
way.
yeah. So like,
I'm definitely.
Yeah, same.
we're probably gonna get that done in Dubai because I was really, really pissed. Like the fact that obviously the club have not lost one but two like talented players. Don't get me wrong, Christensen like was, in terms of like how he backed out of certain games, I was not the best. But in terms of talent, we lost both really good defenders for free, right? Which sort of sucks.
Yeah.
But having said that, the players, it's different because back then, right, as you said, the agents and stuff did not care that much. Money wasn't involved like crazy. But nowadays, bro, like the whole deal with Haaland, if Haaland would have joined Chelsea, Mino Raiola would have probably pocketed like 30-40 million. Easy.
Wow.
Yeah. Like Neymar, right? Look at the details with Neymar. When Neymar went to PSG, when Neymar went to Barcelona, what the agents had to do, what his dad made. It's like a really crazy ballpark, which is why I feel like the top clients, they always have the best agents. They need it.
Jeez.
It's simple as that, man. It's in terms of like if you put your club at heart and like how different agents are with Chelsea and stuff. It's just weird, like the whole Hazard situation as well, right? The reason Hazard joined Chelsea and not City or United, I love Hazard, don't get me wrong, is because we paid the extra agent's fee and of course because we won the Champions League.
Got it.
Yep. Agents play a big role, but I think now FIFA are setting new rules as to how much they can make per transfer, make per other things, which is good. I mean, it's good for them, but it's bad for me.
It's gonna be like FFP. It's gonna be like FFP across 3 years,
which is not the greatest thing for me, but for the club,
why isn't it the greatest thing for you?
Well, if I'm gonna take that role, then it's not the best for me financially, right? But having said that, for the game though, it's good. It's really good because the agents were taking over way too much. They had too much control,
too much power.
Feroz is going to be an agent.
Big up. That's cool.
Yeah, I
mean, I'm about to say so, but no, don't say it. Don't say it.
Yeah, I mean, look, I hope he does get it because I've seen a lot of things that I never thought I'd see from him regarding this, which is quite remarkable. So I do hope he gets.
It's good to see people that we know going for something they want to do, and all jokes aside, obviously me and Frodo, I have jokes with him because of the banter. But yeah, I hope to God he gets his opportunity and does well and does good for him and his family and does what he deserves to do. Everyone deserves to do what they want to do in life.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, big up to you, Frozen. It's good to get some inside knowledge, or right, we call it the Ford Master comes in. But it's all good. But
just quickly. So Wayne, to cut you off, just quickly, just one thing before you ask your question. First, can we mention who you're speaking to right now?
Yeah, that's fine. That's in the public. It's not a big deal.
So basically, this guy is talking to a number of people, but right now, Mudrik's personal trainer, is talking to him right now. Can we get him on one day first?
Yeah, but like that's the thing, right? Like they don't like to associate themselves with like coming out in the public. That's why players like Reese and Mace and all, they don't like to do podcasts in general, right? Or anything because they're current players. Former players is going to be easier.
Yeah.
John Terry.
Hey,
Joe
yeah.
Cole. No, Joe Cole.
Are we
No,
good?
hang on. Flores, John Terry. Anything else?
JT will do it for me like within a heartbeat. Like he'll
I
do it,
know.
but
Something for us.
Sadiq, you tweeted something about JT, which was
Yo, I'll
really
delete it.
bad. So if
I'll
he's
delete it.
seen that, then that's
I'll
not
delete
good.
it. I'm gonna look.
He,
He gave me a shout out, fam.
he's a decent guy. I've met John Terry. He's a
Really.
he's a decent guy.
No,
Boy.
I'll tell
In
you
your
why.
dreams or on FIFA?
I met him at Top Golf. I was playing Top Golf, and he came
Oh,
down with his
nice.
family.
Sadiq, put that post up. The tweet.
No, look, I don't want to boost your ego up, man. We know you're the biggest guy right now. But
No, just show that part, bro.
which one to tweet?
Yeah, the tweet. Do you still have it or no?
It's got to load up your DMs, isn't it?
While you're doing that, can I ask
yeah.
my question because I was cut off?
Yeah, sure.
I want to ask you, Farouz, a question about next season.
Why was
Obviously,
Flores? Why was
because
Flores? Why not
everyone
me?
else
Why not LinkedIn? Why not someone? Why not
because
someone else? Why
we've
not
had
me?
these conversations before, guys, with our private conversations, haven't we? And this is me, Farouz. I'm getting it out in the open, all right? I'm getting it in public. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, I was saying I want to know your opinion on what sort of team you could see starting next year. How do you think Pochettino's going to play?
Oh.
Yo, you're fat, by the way.
Oh my days, Sadiq, man. Why would you say that, bro?
Karen. Why? Wait, hang on. Why did you not put the tweet first and then your tweet?
He didn't know. He wasn't good at Twitter last year, bro. He didn't know how Twitter works.
Did you tell him? Did you tell him to?
No, like, bro, when he asked me, can I post it on Twitter? I was like going crazy. Nah,
Hey,
but
Sadiq, allow it. He's a little bit older than you, so he needs a little bit more time to figure out the whole social media thing.
yeah. No, yeah, I think it's just gonna be about it's tough to answer this because you don't know who's gonna join the club, right? Obviously, you have the new boys like Mudryk, who's I'm sure gonna definitely like start, unless somehow we pull off and get Neymar, but Mudryk, and then
Neymar.
I feel like a proper number 9, Lukaku. I'm pretty sure is gonna come back, but he won't start for us. Behind him, I see us getting Felix for 1 more year. I think. Right wing, I love
Madueke.
Nani. I love Nani. I hope Nani gets minutes. Enzo partnered up with someone else. I don't know if Kante is gonna start for us either.
No, definitely not.
He wants Poch wants I think Poch wants Conte to be like a player to ease the old transition phase because he's one of the more experienced older players now, but of course he's really begun to become injury. He is really injury prone, but so he's not gonna play if he's so much injured.
No, 100%. And then I feel like fullbacks, Chilwell, Reese, and we're gonna I think we're gonna play 4 at the back. By the way, not 5.
I hope so. I'm
I
tired
hope
now.
so. Yeah, and then Fofana and Badiashile, I guess. But I mean, I like Koulibaly. I think he should be given minutes. I'm gonna be biased, of course.
Why are you gonna be biased?
Because I know Kouli. Like I talked to him, but he's
Top
had a
guy.
tough. Yeah, he has had a tough year. No, but I guess Badiashile and Fofana, and then goalie. I cannot have Kepa or Mendy. I'm sorry. I respect what they've done. I respect what Mendy has done in terms of like how he won us the Champions League, but yeah, I just cannot have that right now.
Hey, for
what about Madsen? What about Madsen?
Nah, man.
Nah.
It's 2 players I'm surprised you didn't mention though. So I've got to say this. You didn't mention Nkunku. Nkunku, we just signed from Leipzig.
Oh yeah, and Kuku as well.
And he's got. You think he should be in that lineup somewhere?
Yeah, he should. He should be. You know what? I'll replace Nkunku for Felix just because Felix is not certain. So I'll play Nkunku as a second striker or number 10.
Yeah. And the other player you didn't mention, what I was surprised with is that Brozier. I know, I get he's young, and I get he might not be
Injured.
everyone's cup of tea.
Mm.
But he'd be fit in next year in for next season.
Yeah.
I truly do feel that Pochettino is going to look at him and say he's not going to be exactly like Kane, but is the model of Kane. Can I get him to maybe that level or close to that level of Harry Kane?
Yeah.
And maybe he will get the minutes, and I think he will. I think that could be an answer.
You know,
I'm just saying, I've been like through this whole season. I'm not gonna try and say, oh, I was right or something or whatever. But I feel like, with Brozier, Potter will, well, not Potter, Poch will actually get something out of Brozier fully. I feel like all Brozier needs is a full season because he got so unlucky with that injury. Let's be honest. So I wanted to see what he does this full season under Poch, and then we can judge him.
Yeah, like another player like I would like to watch is like, of course Broya is gonna be back, but in the meantime, while he's still gonna not be at the same stride and power and all stuff like that because of such a long injury. I would like if Lukaku is coming back, and of course we have Havertz and like Nkunku now as two kind of like second strikers. A player who has been, in my opinion, at least decent when it came in January is David Datro Fofana, who I don't know if he's going to go out alone or if he is going to stay in the first team. But if we want to look at someone, it's because I think of course Porsche will look at Broya, but he's still recovering and needs to come back full 100% from the injury. I wouldn't risk playing Broya even if he was 90% fit and he said, okay, I'm fit enough. I would still wait until it was certain that he wouldn't get the same injury or was at risk of getting the injury. I would look as Fofana as a rotation player to see if he could start in front of Lukaku in the beginning or even play behind him as, okay, if Lukaku doesn't do well, maybe bring on a Fofana instead of a Havertz or something like that, because Fofana is more of a natural striker than, say, in Havertz.
So one thing, right?
That's a
Broha.
Sorry.
Broha, for me, I feel that he needs a full season loan, like how he had in Betis and Southampton. I want to see a full season loan where he's having minutes day in, week in and week out, and preferably to a Premier League club, if not a Bundesliga club.
You know, they asked Raheem Sterling, right? Like, who's the fastest player at the club? And this is before Mudryk joined, and he said by far, no one comes close to Broya. And everyone was like, "What, really?" And it just worries me. Knock on wood. Hopefully, I'm wrong, but I just hope it's not a Adoy and Ruben situation where he just loses that yard of pace. Because that's what always happens with all our academy boys, right? They get injured. And hopefully he gets the minutes. And that's one reason why I didn't mention him, because I feel like we're going to slowly ease him in rather than rushing him. Plus, I feel like whoever it is, if it's Lukaku, if it's someone else, our next season's number 9 really needs to get the ground running, from the get-go.
I don't know Lukaku will.
Yeah, but also one thing which like isn't worrying me, if say Broya loses his yard of pace and isn't the quickest at the team anymore or before Mudryk arrived, is that Pochettino has shown that he can work with strikers who isn't the quickest. Look at Harry Kane. Harry Kane isn't known for his sprint, his pace and how his acceleration. Kane is known for his footballing brain and how he plays the game, how he reads the attack, how he can set up an attack, and how he can finish an attack. So if Broya loses pace, I think Poch can really still work with Broya as they try to develop his build-up play, try to develop his hold-up play, and try to just turn him into more of a target man like a Giroud or say a Harry Kane. So Poch doesn't need a player with a pace.
I agree with you, bro, but the only thing I'm worried about is when players go through that traumatic injury, mentally they just the self doubt, everything, right? I just don't want that to happen like it has with the
Yeah,
rest of the players.
I
That's the
completely
only-
agree. We saw it with Odoi. Odoi was like Noni Madueke at one point, like
Yeah.
taking players on day in and day out, and then after that injury,
Mhm.
it like it went like this, and then it suddenly just plummeted, and
Yes.
it didn't do it anymore.
Exactly, like Hazard too at Real Madrid.
Yeah.
But can I just cut you all off for 1 minute? Let's see if you want to put me on the big screen. Hey. See?
Are you
Sorry,
casting
guys. I
your
gotta
magic?
get going. I'll see you later.
Yeah, take care, Unlimited.
If you haven't yet, guys, go to the WorldWideChels, get your merch now. We've got some new coming in, and it's well worth it. It's very comfortable. But I'm a real big guy, and the material is brilliant. Don't get too hot in it, and it's comfortable. So go to it, look at your new stuff, get it up. It's one of the best things at the moment, I think, for us as a Chelsea fan base to get this sort of stuff. It's good value. So go over, make it, support the channel, support us. It'd be much appreciated.
Thank you, Wayne, for that. I'm lagging a bit, so I just wanted to put it out there quickly as well. We got Wayne for promoting that. You guys can see my screen, right? KJ, we got KJ for the new designs as well. Really,
Big up KJ, man.
Big up KJ, big up the panel, big up the viewers.
I think I'm gonna go for the Drogba one.
Yeah, everyone liked the video as well, man.
Like, comment, subscribe.
It's quite good, isn't it?
Hey,
What's this snippet?
Soon hit
that's my guy.
JT.
Yeah, met him.
Get in there,
Hey,
nip him.
Feroz,
Yo,
anytime soon, JT is gonna be the manager for Chelsea.
Nope.
I don't think he wants to either.
Are you froze?
no, I don't think that's gonna happen.
But do you think it would take the like if someone came in and he asked him to be the assistant manager? Do you think he would do that? Because you
Yes.
see, he's
Yes.
assistant at Leicester now under
Yes.
Dean Smith, and he was assistant at Aston Villa as well.
Yep.
So I think
No, he will. He will.
yeah, he doesn't want to be the full manager, but he can be the assistant, like be part of more of a like a kind of a coach as well. I think.
No, I think he would do that.
So a bit like Mikel Arteta when he was at City with Pep. Is that what you're trying to say, Sindre?
Kinda, yeah, like because like the difference is of course like for us saying Mikel Arteta went into I think it was 2 years or 3 years under Pep and then went to Arsenal as a manager. John Terry wouldn't do that. He would. I feel like I've always thought that. Of course, every fan would love to have if JT would do well as a manager. Would love him to be a manager, but it's. I don't think it's that what he wants from, like the coaching things and why he did you got the badges and stuff in the first place. I think he just wants to be involved in football, but doesn't want to have so much responsibility in a team like a manager. Like, and I think, for example, my opinion, Lampard should have followed more in the footsteps of John Terry now, not become the full manager so early, but do a Arteta and learn under a manager, learn that philosophy that manager has picked up, and then try to slowly, when he feels he's ready, implement it in a lower league team, and then go to a big team. I think Lampard went too early into like top football. He was doing well at.
You said he was the right man.
Derby. I've never said Frank Lampard was the right
His
man.
first season wasn't bad, right?
Yeah,
His first
that's
season
what.
was a masterclass, top 4.
Yeah, no, that was amazing.
But don't forget his first season was also Don't forget his first season was also COVID season.
Top 4 is not a trophy.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Top 4 is not a trophy.
Yeah, but here's the thing: that top four got us a trophy the following year.
Exactly.
That's true. That's
we won
true.
the Champions League the following year because he got us there, right? That's the thing.
Yeah,
Don't
but
get me wrong.
he doesn't win a trophy for finishing fourth, though.
Yes, you
Yeah,
do.
but
With-
next season we won the Champions League because we were in the Champions League. So
We did.
And as well, Nippon, you've got to look at the situation Lampard was in with the transfer ban
Transfer ban.
and obviously with COVID and doing what he had to deal with, and his first proper manager job in the Premier League. You've got to look at it as that, and you could say, yeah, I get your point. It's not a real trophy, but if we look at it as a Chelsea fan base, what we saw, did we expect to be in the top four? Because I didn't. So it is a trophy in that sense. And yes, like Flo said, if you didn't get in that top four, we wouldn't have won a trophy in the following season. So you've got to look at it as the bigger picture, not because I get your point, because it's not a real trophy and it's not what we're holding up. But if you look at it as a whole, what he's dealing with, it is really a big,
Of course, qualification
big
for
thing. What he,
tournament.
Yeah. And I completely agree with Wayne and what you say with all the transfer ban stuff, and to do that in a second full season as a manager, he came into Derby, almost got them promoted, lost in the playoff final, and then come into a Chelsea with a transfer ban, and then have to deal with COVID for the second half of the season, and then get top four. It's really impressive for him, and it was a really big ask, but I think it was too early for him really to take such a big job. But fair play to him, he was bold, he took the risk. Unfortunately, the risk didn't pay that fully off because he got sacked, but you have to do what you have to do in football, and
you
he
look,
did what...
let's look at history right now, and you look at the big players who had big personalities, and we all thought could be a good manager, and they went on. They had a moment and they've disappeared. You got Roy Keane. I thought Roy Keane would be a great manager when he started, and he did all right. And now he's a great pundit, but he's not a manager anymore. You look at Steven Gerrard. He's not. He done all right for Rangers, and when he comes out of Villa, got sacked. You know what I mean? It's
Gary
players.
Neville.
I beg to differ, Wayne. I had the same notion, which Carlito corrected me. There are great managers who are great players. One fine example was Ancelotti. Ancelotti was a great player and a great manager.
And
So
I know
it is
that.
debatable. It is
I'm
debatable.
saying the younger way. I'm saying about the younger
Zidane,
managers like Frank Lampard, John that
Zidane.
area. I'm on about the ones who've got experience and built their careers into where they are now.
Zidane,
Sadiq, what are you
Zidane.
doing?
What are you doing?
Hey, bro.
What are you doing?
I have a message, people. I have a dream. I have a dream, people. That, yeah, he knows to walk away.
Sadiq Luther King, everyone.
Yeah, there you have it, people. We didn't want no chickens today, people. Chickens! Basically, Father was meant to come on and he got scared. Chicken!
Why? What's wrong with him?
Okay, so yeah,
He-
Wayne,
he-
I
no,
was
I'm
saying
not saying
about
this.
Zidane, a very fine example of a younger, world-class player who is a very good manager.
Yeah, but these are exceptions, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like hard and fast rule. That's what I'm saying. There are exceptions. There are good players who have been a good manager. It's just that you have to put aside your ego as a player and say that this is something new which you need to start from the scratch.
I have a little controversial question to you, Sranath. Are Zidane really a world-class manager?
Because I personally felt he is, because of the fact that he was able to handle the world-class egos. Just for that fact.
Yeah, but there's a lot of managers that can handle a world-class ego, because everyone knows the stature of Zidane. I think that also helps with how people were looking at them. But like, of course, a team that won the three-peat are really good, but of course the team didn't really change a lot in those 3 years they won it. It was almost the same entire team, and if a team can arguably do it one time to go to a Champions League final, of course it's a luck of the draw and how they play and stuff, and people can say that Real Madrid was lucky because some of there was some controversial stuff in those games, from talking from offside goals to like bad refereeing. Like there's a lot, because there's a lot of in football, but if you can do that one time with the same team, you can do it again with the same team again.
So, to answer your question, Sindre, Jose Mourinho, I hope I'm pronouncing it correct. Jose Mourinho went over there and he was asked to leave mutually during his third season. Right now, apart from Ancelotti, the most desired manager by, I think, Perez. Oh, sorry, yeah, the president. He is Zinedine Zidane. That for a fact indicates the level of commitment Zidane showed. And if you ask me, even PSG has world-class egos, but they weren't even able to win the Champions League. And they had a world-class manager in Tuchel. They didn't have a chance in the Champions League. So it also depends on the manager to get and handle all those world-class egos in such a way that it would help them progress, not regress. That's my only point.
Guys, just so go on, Wing. Go on, say your point, because
I'm going to say what, Father. I don't know what your issue is, but I don't bite. All right, you won't come on a stream with me. What is your issue?
Do you want him? Do you want him? Do you want him?
I said to him, I've said, always said this to you for so long, they know, for years. From the end of last year, he's not been on a stream with me.
Yeah, he's gonna come on now. I just want to say quickly, the winner gets Astrid White. All right.
Yeah.
Fatad.
Welcome, Father.
Big up.
Big up, Father, man.
Yo.
What are you saying?
Yeah, good.
How's life?
That's so nice, man.
Yeah. Feroz was telling me you've got a few issues going on, man. What's up?
Why are we doing this in front of everyone right now?
Yeah, why are you doing this in front of everyone?
It's not a bad thing, dude.
Fatur is a legend, bro. I just want to say you coming on. You're not a chicken, bro. No matter what people say.
I'm ill, man. Allow it.
Yeah.
He's not ill, man. He's gonna be at the Chelsea game on the weekend, bro.
Yeah, but I'm still going Chelsea game. Even if I'm ill, bro. Allow it.
Respect, bro. Respect.
Respect, Father, man.
What have you got the man flu, mate?
I have no idea what you're on about, honestly.
You got the man flu.
Oh my
I can't lie. Your mic's kind of like bugging. Like, well, I'm honestly like, are you lagging a bit?
Who, me?
Nah, I think it's talking about Dwayne.
Nippin.
I'm not lagging.
Where's Nippin?
He's muted.
He's muted and he turned the camera off.
Dennis Sports, come on, come out here, come on, camera.
I'm running out of battery, so I'm just looking for my phone for my charger.
It's fine. We're gonna wrap up. But just give a nice message to Father because he's ill at the moment.
Get well soon.
Nice.
Nippin, can I ask you something as well? Like,
Ooh.
No, man. Oh, no, you know what? No. That's
What you want to ask him?
I think I know what you're gonna ask him, bro. Do not ask him, bro.
Hey, bro, let's keep that quiet.
Yeah, I know what you're gonna ask him. Let's just keep that.
Well, what do you want to ask me?
Ask him.
No, bro, he's gonna open a can of worms. Let's keep this friendly, boys. Come on.
Keep it friendly, is it? Like, I gotta be careful with it.
But what's it about then? What's the subject about?
I think
I'll text you today.
Is it begin with S?
No. It's not even that.
Fatur, does it begin? Yo, it starts with an M, right?
No. It's not even that. Like,
oh,
I'm gonna
Simpin.
I'll send you it.
Okay, yo, everyone, we're going off topic. Let's get the stream going
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Listen. We're streaming every day, and I need to wrap up. I've got work tomorrow anyway. I'll
I
be
need to
on
talk to you deep before we go anyway. I'm behind the scenes.
Cool. Guys, Father, give us your comments on Loftus-Cheek before we wrap up.
Honestly, I don't have any issues with selling Loftus-Cheek. Plus, I'm just
Was you ever a
looking
fan of him?
I'm just looking at the FFP, man.
Legend.
How much are we gonna get though? We're not gonna get a lot. I don't think
15 to
we'll-
20, I would say.
10 to 20 at least. Like, you're gonna get him at that. It'll be fine. Plus,
Saucy.
you're gonna get.
Saucy.
The thing is, you're gonna have to get rid of 6 homegrown players though. Because of that.
Exactly. No, it's very, very true. Very true. Let's see what happens regardless. Everyone tuned in, man. Like the video. Me Feroz, I don't know if you heard it earlier, Wayne, but I said me and Feroz will be streaming ourselves as a duo from the start. And if we bring on guests, we bring on guests. We're not ignoring anyone on purpose or anything. It's just our own show at the moment. So yeah, thank you everyone that's tuned in. We got Feroz, we got Wayne, Father, Serenath, Sindre, Nippin, Unlimited Dreamer, KJ, got everyone, man.
Big up to Sadiq and Feroz for also putting up a great show so late at night as well. Like entertaining and talking about relative topics to Chelsea news at certain points.
Yes.
And big up to Feroz for giving all those lovely insights which we won't get in all the media about how the world of players and agents operate.
Nah, bro, I'm just a fraud, man. I'm just a fraud.
And to all
I
those
didn't say that. I
viewers.
didn't say that.
Okay.
Yeah, big
Take
up
care, bro.
Feroz, big up, man.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and check out the merch as well.
Like, comment.
Yeah, like and comment.
NS Sports.
Say no to Lukaku.
Sports.